Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. Today, we will explore an interesting way to create a dynamic landing page using custom fields created with MetaBox and displaying with Elementor. Your clients or just your business might have different marketing campaigns. Each one should have its own landing page to convey its special message to customers. But it will be time-consuming if you design and build those pages completely separate from each other, and use static content that is input to the page manually, especially when they have the same structure of content. That time, whenever you create a new landing page, you must do it from scratch, add one-by-one image or text to the page template. This might be a nightmare. Now, I'm offering a comprehensive solution for these cases. Just make a page as a sample with content saved in custom fields, have a template for it with a perfect interface. Then, when having a new campaign, just duplicate the page, change the content from the fields. You'll have a new landing page with new messages without touching the template anymore. Does it make sense to you? Just follow this practice to know how. I will take a real case from our company to be an example for this practice. You might know that we have another product named Slim SEO. It has Slim SEO Schema and Slim SEO Link Manager that are two separate plugins in the same chain. Each one has their own landing page like this. They have the same layout, but different texts, images, and links in buttons. So, I will use a dynamic landing page for them. Each element from the hero image, tagline, subtitle, the URL in the button or even its color or label, and so on, will be regulated by content in a custom field. So, to follow this practice, you should activate these plugins on your site. Elementor in its Pro version to build the page. MB Testimonials. This is a ready-to-use solution from MetaBox that helps to create a testimonial section with pre-built layouts. If your landing page has testimonials, you should use it. MetaBox to have a framework to create custom fields. It's available on WordPress.org. You also may need some advanced features from MetaBox provided by its extensions. You can install those extensions individually or use MetaBox all-in-one to have them all. In this case, I use MetaBox Builder to have a UI to create custom fields right in the admin dashboard. Since we are using Elementor to build the page, we need the MetaBox Elementor integrator that allows getting data from custom fields using dynamic tags of Elementor. You also want to have some other features for the fields, such as putting them into groups or tabs to organize them with a clearer structure with the help of MetaBox Group and MetaBox Tabs extensions. They are optional. That's all. Let's start now. Let's create a new page. I leave it blank since all the content will be put in custom fields that I'll create in the next step. As I mentioned before, we will create custom fields for every element on the page. I will organize them in groups and tabs based on sections on the page. For some kind of content, you may use clonable fields or clonable groups. In short, just create the fields following your content structure. We have more than 40 field types for almost every kind of data and layout, so just exploit them best. Let's go to MetaBox and create those fields. To create tabs, just add a field with the type as tab. Then add some fields. All the fields below this tab field will be displayed in a tab. For the menu on the landing page, there will be multiple items on the menu. Each one of them includes the label and its link, so I will create a clonable group. The subfields will be used to input the label and URL of each item. The button information will be in a group as well. Now, I'm adding a new tab field. Whenever you do that, it's understood that the fields between these two tabs belong to this one. The next field after this tab field will be included in this tab. Go ahead with the other fields. Just keep in mind the expected structure and create fields to follow it. For the content in the Testimonials section, I'll use the MB Testimonials extension to build it, so I'll create only a custom field for title, and another one for description of this section. All other content of this section will be created later. After creating all the fields, move to the Settings tab. Set the location as Post Type, and choose Page. Since we created the fields for the landing page, go to the Advanced Location Rules section below and choose the name of the page we created in the previous step. Go to the Page Editor. You will see all the fields. Now, just input the content that you want to be on the landing page to the corresponding fields. I did it with some content, for example. When activating the MB Testimonials solution, there will be a menu here. Go there and add a new testimonial for your page. This section is to add content of each feedback from your customers. If you want to add more feedback from another person, just click this button. This MB testimonial solution also provides some pre-built layout. You can choose one. Also can set some parameters for the styling. There will be a shortcode automatically generated. Just copy it since we will use it on the page. We had another tutorial on how to use the MB testimonials solution to create and customize the testimonial section. You can watch it for more details. Now, just move on to the next step. Since I have some fields in groups, and Elementor does not support displaying data from them directly on a template, we should create a skin for each group first. Go to Theme Builder in Templates. There will be the MetaBox Group Skin menu. Click on it and add a new skin. In the Preview Settings section, select the page and find out the name of your landing page. Let's start to add elements to get and display content from subfields of a clonable group. Remember that each skin is just for a group. There are how many groups, there also are how many skins. I will do this first one to display the menu. Add a section element to cover the menu. Add a heading element for the name of the item. This name is from custom fields, so use the dynamic tags. Choose the MetaBox field option. And look for the name of the field that saves the menu's name. Although the group for menu items is clonable, just the first item will display on the preview. It does not matter. Each menu item should be clickable and linked to the URL that saves in custom fields as well. So in this setting, also use dynamic tags. Choose MetaBox field option. And choose the field that saves the links. I have finished getting items to display on the menu. Go ahead to create a new skin for getting content from another group. This one is for the button. Also add elements and use dynamic tags to get data from custom fields. This is a button, so you can style it a little bit. Let's create a skin to display the features information. Even when you have nested groups like this, just create skin for the subgroup first. After that, create another skin for the group that covers it. Just add elements as usual for other content in the group. For content from the subgroup, add the MetaBox group element. Choose the name of the subgroup in this section. And set the skin as the one we've just created. Remember to change the type of this element to be subgroup as well. Next, do likewise to create a skin for the reasons section. Now, I have already created skins for all the groups that I have. Let's move on. Go to edit the page with Elementor. Set the page layout as Elementor canvas to make this page totally black without any pre-built header and footer. I will create a header for it now. Just choose a reasonable layout and add a reasonable element for the content that is from a standalone field, such as this logo. This area is for the menu. It's from a group and we created a skin for it. So look for the MetaBox group element. Set the name of the group as the one we created for the menu. And choose the corresponding skin. So, did you notice the rule about getting data from fields here? Firstly, for the content from the standalone field, just add a corresponding element, then use dynamic tags to get data from the wanted field. Secondly, for the content from the groups, we had skin for each group. So, add the MetaBox group element, set the name of the group that we want to get data from, and choose the corresponding skin. Please be aware that we should follow this rule through all of this step to get full content from custom fields. The next section is for testimonials. It has the section's title and description from custom fields, so follow the rule. We create a testimonial with the MB Testimonials solution from Metabox in the previous step. Do you remember that I told you to copy the generated shortcode? Just add a showcode element. And paste the shortcode to this box. Now, let's see our landing page on the front end. All the content is displayed. And here is the testimonial we have from the shortcode. The next work is styling this page. You should style each element in the created skins first, since the skin regulates how the data from the groups displayed. Just do it one by one. Lastly, go to edit the page with Elementor. Style each element as well. Absolutely, you may need some CSS for advanced display. And this is the new look of my landing page. But I use this page as a sample only. It's not for any specific marketing campaign. To create one for a campaign, we should go ahead to the next step. When you have a new marketing campaign, just clone the dynamic landing page that we have just created to a new one, change its content in custom fields, and you'll get a new landing page. To clone the page but keep its layout built with Elementor, we should use a third-party plugin named Duplicate Page. It's available on repo. Just look for it and install. Now, there will be a new option to duplicate the landing page here. Just duplicate it to any number of pages you want. I just created 2 to easily show you the concept. Next, you should go to Meta Box and edit the field group that we created for the landing page. Add location for it as the new pages. Go to those pages editor. You will see that they inherit all the custom fields including data saved in them. Just change it to the new one matched with your new campaign. Go to the pages on front end. You will see that you now have different versions of pages. Just different in content but the same layout. We believe that this way will help to save a lot of time and effort creating landing pages for multiple marketing campaigns. We call it the dynamic landing page. What do you think? Just try it and let us know your application. If you want to try this with other page builders, please watch our other tutorials on our channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.